Hey folks, I'm your host R.R. Slugger, and yes, it's true, the Summer of Slug is coming back.
It's the Summer of Slug.
It's the Summer of Slug.
For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about right now, the Summer of Slug was an experimental event that I launched last year during the months of July and August. Essentially, I took the summer off from work to focus on creating YouTube videos full time, and you folks were paramount in making that happen. What resulted was some of the most creative and rewarding artistic work I've done as an adult. Videos were both greater in quality and quantity. To the best of my knowledge, the Summer of Slug was really well received, and I've been asked a number of times recently if we'd see it return. So, in an effort to answer all of these questions and more, I've prepared this video to help you prepare for the Summer of Slug 2024, should you wish to partake. Typically through the year, I relegate YouTube to being nothing more than a hobby of mine. I don't go out of my way to make money doing this, despite the cavalcade of email offers I get. I don't accept donations on my live streams, I don't offer memberships on my channel, I don't insert mid-roll ads into my videos, and I certainly don't create sponsored ad breaks. I think all of these practices have had a negative impact on the landscape of YouTube, so I do my best to steer clear of them. Now, normally I have the luxury of doing this because YouTube isn't my main gig, but during the summer, it is. So I have to generate income from this work somehow. Last year, this was largely done through donations on Patreon, and this summer will likely be no different. While I'm always trying to keep my videos as free and accessible as possible, and I don't relish the idea of footing my viewers with the bill, relying on those other methods I mentioned earlier would compromise my work to an unattractive degree. No one wants a Slugger video plagued with mid-roll ads, least of which Slugger himself. The Summer of Slug Patreon campaign only lasts for 2 months, then it goes into hibernation. If you decide to join, you will not be charged past the end of August. This is not meant to be a set it and forget it type of recurring payment. Because of its ephemeral nature though, the price threshold for the Summer of Slug Patreon is set comparatively higher than most similar campaigns. Last year, there were 2 donation tiers, Go Slug Me and Only Slugs. The only difference was the amount of money you could choose to send my way. That's it. This year, I've decided to amalgamate the 2 options together and meet in the middle on pricing. Slug Pal is the way of the future. One of the main benefits of joining the Patreon campaign, beyond simply supporting a creator you enjoy, is access to the Summer of Slug Discord server. This is actually something that saw germination last summer, and in the intervening year, it has become a real highlight of my time online. The community we've fostered there is both funny and welcoming. We've also got a Minecraft server that you're welcome to connect to from the Discord group. I hope you can join us this year. I do want to emphasize, though, that the Patreon campaign is not meant to be an admission fee to the server. No one's getting kicked out if they decide to drop support early. This is a donation platform first and foremost, not something transactional in nature. The Discord server is just a little thank you I can offer to patrons without locking exclusive videos behind a paywall. Indeed, that's really at the heart of the Summer of Slug to me. Everything I make during the summer should be accessible to everyone, not just the folks who are able to send money my way. Even if you aren't financially able to contribute, the Summer of Slug should still be a great time for you too. Free videos and more of them. What's not to love? Anyways, I wanted to give folks an early warning here about the Patreon, in case you wanted to squirrel away some cash for the summer. Every little bit helps me, and if you want more control over how much you want to send, feel free to hit up my Ko-fi page. Any folks contributing more than the Patreon threshold there are getting the link to the Discord regardless. Here's one of the other questions I get asked a lot. Is Star Mail coming back? For those out of the loop, Star Mail was a community mock building project that we ran last summer about spacefaring factions all dedicated to the art of delivering parcels. While we had a lot of fun with that theme last year, we wanted to do something new this summer. Introducing Mechtropolis. The idea at its core is, what would LEGO City look like if everything were mechs? Now, before you run out and add robot legs to a garbage truck or something, here are a few things to think about. Firstly, while there are many obvious directions to take this idea, I also think there's a lot of potential to think outside the box. Consider all aspects of daily life in LEGO City, and what elements could be mechanized in this alternate world. You might be surprised what ideas can be conjured. Secondly, much like the mail bins tying the Star Mail theme together, for Mechtropolis we want to include some sort of emphasis on power supply. How are these mechs powered? Is there a battery? Solar panels? Slime? You decide. Here are a few modern tile pieces you could include to indicate power, but I want to emphasize that a community mock project like this aims to use parts that you already have in your collection. There's no need to run out and buy a bunch of stuff to participate. Just get creative with what you have in front of you. Later on in the summer, I'll make another video with information on where you can submit pictures of your Mechtropolis creation, should you wish it to be featured in the recap video at the end of August. Please, do not send me pictures of your creation yet. Wait for the new email address I'll provide, along with additional instructions on how to submit things this year, as it has changed since last summer. Thank goodness. I look forward to seeing what everyone will build in the Mechtropolitan area. Be creative and have fun. The last topic I wanted to bring up today is the P.O. Box. Last year, I opened a P.O. box during the summer for folks who wanted to send me things, either as gifts or potential topics for videos. Some of the items I received were truly remarkable. This year, I wanted to open the P.O. box earlier, as I honestly ran out of time to talk about all the things that snuck in towards the end of the summer. So, starting right now, you can send stuff my way. I've put the address in the video description below. If you do plan on mailing an item, please make sure it's out the door by August, as I do have to turn over the keys at the end of the summer, and I don't want your parcel to go to a bin I can no longer access. By the way, feel free to send me a heads up about a parcel through my email. We want to make sure everything arrives safely, and communication can go a long ways towards that goal. Beyond that, I think that's everything you need to know about the Summer of Slug 2024. Once again, I really appreciate your support, and I've been looking forward to having another fun and successful summer all year now. There will be another video on July 1st to kick off the Summer of Slug officially and share the links to the Patreon. I hope to see you there.